They are who we thought they were. We let them off the hook. Once again, welcome to the Third Coast 3CP. CJ, No Huddle Podcast. I'm tired. I'm going to skip the BS. Speaking of that, I just say, I've been up since like 3 days. We went to the game. I had the two. We went to the event of the Valley, Jungle, Sensation tonight. That's why we speaking. Football game, like I said, the drive. I had to drive to Dallas for something. Stay there all day. Not all day, but close. But yeah. Tomorrow, Sunday, as y'all hearing this, while y'all hearing this, I'll probably be sleeping real good. I'll probably be asleep while the Cowboys play, because that's an early game, and I usually just wake up around that time. But this time, I might wake up when the game over. Hopefully, I watch something and watch the Cowboys win it. I'm pretty sure the Cowboys will win that. But anyway, we are back. We will talk about the game. We know I got a lot of good stuff to talk about this. And a lot of stuff to say about what happened last night. If you're new to this channel, subscribe like you do when Shannon and Ocho go live. He said the same thing. Hit the subscribe button. All this stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family, do all that. And like I said, all the women who want to be featured on the show that's cute, want to get, I got a good picture, hit me up on my phone, 903-330-8004. Hit Mike Jones on the low, because Mike Jones is about to blow. But yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about. I watched the college football. We watched Sanders and the team. I don't know what's going on with them right now. Maybe they overachieved when they went to that 3-0. But looking at them, one thing they said, they don't got like a running back that can block. The line is pretty sensitive. They run like a simple offense. There's no motion in another, just kind of shotgun read. He might run an RPO type running, not even RPO because the quarterback ain't running, but yeah, just a read it type drop back pass type offense they got Sanders running. And maybe it's an offensive coordinator that might can help this team do better. I don't know who's calling the plays. I think Dion got somebody. Maybe like I heard like Mike Zimmer was on the team or something. He used to be the Vikings coach. I don't know, but I think offensive coordinator. Dion get him an offensive coordinator to get him some good linemen, a big D line. And like he said once he get his people he want to get in there, they're gonna be all right. So I feel like next year they're gonna be pretty good. They can still get 5-6 wins. All they need is 6 wins. They get a bowl game. And I thought the bowl games went by like how many games he won. Then I heard listen to the Pat McAfee show and people who he's talked to one of the guys who know about the stuff in the inside of it, and they go by like the popularity. Like, okay, we want this team in our bowl game against this. That's why you might see a team like, how did this 10-1 team play 6-4 Mexico State? Why? How are they in this bowl? The Rose Bowl. That's how it is. It's like it's not about record. It's about popularity and how much money they can bring. So anybody that wants to bring, they know they're gonna bring a lot of money and a lot of eyes are gonna be on their bowl game. Whoever Colorado plays. So that's why if you see them, you're like, okay, 6-4. Where they got 10 games, they'll be 6-4. They winning record, and you see them in a big bowl game. I heard the Peach Bowl was one of them real bad. That's a pretty big bowl, they say.
Maybe they'll play late December.
Yeah. So if you see them in there, that's why, because it's more of a popularity and money and who can bring in more money. It's not about a record. That's what I thought. But yeah, we are out of here. Yep, we out of here. That's it, y'all. That's the podcast. We out of here. Peace. You ready? Let's go. Ready, CJ? Let's go. I was thinking, CJ sent me something and it made me think. I got a little segment about he's told, one of the girls posted that the Family Dollar over there on Frankston Highway is so ghetto, and they always talking about they closed. And I was like, dang, she's right, because they was closed last night or yesterday, but they just said they just said the store is closed. So I was like, okay, we open it tomorrow. This is about an hour ago as I'm recording this. Not an hour. About 8 o'clock. They should still be open. I got over there. The dude was outside talking to one of the. It was a lady, maybe she's a customer. She thought she was trying to come in, but I pulling up. I'm thinking maybe they open. He like I didn't see the sign. He's like, we closed. And then I'm like, this is the second night in a row y'all closed. Why y'all closed? But okay, if you're closed, why are you here? What are you doing? If you close, you just there to tell everybody that you closed, or you just like, I mean, I would like, hell, if I could work there just the free hours and be closed, that'd be cool too. But so I went, but then I don't know, it's something. Maybe it's some national close today because I went down to the dollars to this corner market where I call it the corner market. I ain't gonna make y'all know where hell close my live at. Anyway, and that was closed. It was like 8 something. The door was closed. Literally, they never closed early. So like, what is it? Is there like a national close day? Something, CJ? Like, is that really is there a legitimate holiday? Because it's always crazy holidays. Maybe it's like store closing day or something. I'm pretty sure. There's no way 2 stores that I went to, they in the same area, but this doors are just closed. Nobody there. This door was locked. I like what? But this brought me to a statement to like the most ghetto places in Tyler. Top 5. Let me say, my God, can I do 5? I can think of it. Top 5 ghetto places in Tyler. So if you talk about the dollar store, he said yes. He said something. They Apple machine, Apple Pay shit, something always down. Yeah, that's true because I be using Apple Pay a lot, and it's always down or they don't got or one of them don't work, and the person who was working it don't know how to use the Apple Pay, so they say it's down. It's always they never got the money for the cash back. That's real. So if we go top 5, bam, we put that number 5. Number 4. It's in my head right now. You go right up the street. Not even you can walk to this place from the dollar store. The Wendy's on the Loop. I'm gonna tell you about this Wendy's. It's 2 different Wendy's. It's two different Wendy's.
They ran out of meat.
Depending on which day, what time you come. From about 7 in the morning to about 12. It's the actual Wendy's that gets your orders and you get them quick. It's Mexican ladies at the windows, ladies. It's real people there. From about 3 to whatever, it ain't Wendy's. It's Club Wendy's. This place is the most ghetto, unorganized place I've ever been to. You can get there about 3:30 in the afternoon, and it'll be the lobby will be closed. And they'll be like, oh, okay, we only taking mobile orders, DoorDash orders. Like people, I do Grubhub sometimes for orders. So they're only taking orders from people who order online for the food. So that's not everybody. So it's like maybe 3 or 4 cars might come through from a Wendy's order. Yeah, that's an actual thing that I've seen in my own time. Like it's like 3:30 in the damn morning, in the afternoon, or the lobby just closed. Go to the drive-thru. That's another one. They just don't want nobody in the lobby. That they just say the lobby's closed. Go to the drive-thru. And then you go to the drive-thru. Sometimes they don't hear you. They talking on the thing. I can't do that. I heard. Was it? Yeah. And then they get your orders and they say they gave you something, but they didn't. Like I was supposed to get like a water with my water, and I had like a bottle of water already in the car. That they're supposed to give me something, but it was already something I already had, and I was like, "What did you get your water?" Like, no. And then I walked back. She's like, "Well, he said he gave it to you." No, you just seen the damn water in my car, and you weren't even thinking. And I like, fuck, I fuck, this is the damn water. I'm just gonna walk. I'll leave without it. Like literally, they do that. I'm telling you, this place is the most ghetto place. Man, I don't know. You've been there. I know you've been there, CJ. You ever witnessed that?
Hey, I heard it, man. So you can tell. I think it takes one time when you
But that place right there.
What everybody say is true.
And it's like, ain't no manager there. It's like when you get at that time, it's like teenagers there. It's like teenagers there, and the oldest person probably there is probably like 17 years old, and it just ran by. It just ran by some kids after about 3 o'clock, from about 3 until trust me.
I'm scared to go there.
Now number 3, I'm gonna say both Popeyes locations, but mostly the one over there on 64.
Yep.
This is another one. Ghetto. The word you already know, the workers, we all know, it's black folks. And the people, there's always a woman there that's got an attitude or something. On wherever locations, there's always some type of black woman that has that black woman attitude, like, yeah, honey, child, what the hell, you want some chicken, honey, child? Well, I don't feel like giving you chicken. What you need to get, you need to get your order and get on, and what you need, come on, you need to hit like this. That woman, y'all know what I'm talking about. There. Now, I've seen the one over on 64. They just closed one day where they were just closed. They had a sign on that we closed, or they were no taking no orders. And it was like a few days they was not taking no orders. There was cars there, but they weren't taking orders. Like, wasn't no construction or nothing. They just wasn't taking orders. But yeah, the one I said that's Elm Street, whatever it is. That street on 64. And then the one over there, the other one, same way, but it's a little bit less. At least you can order something and get it at least. And
yeah, I haven't had no problem with the one on 5th Street.
Yeah, 5th Street. They
get the order right. I don't feel. Yeah. You don't get that feel.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't go there like that. But I'm just saying.
But now let me go to another one here.
Uh-oh.
I think this is every location at this spot. I can say at least one I'm into. Taco Bell. Ghetto Taco Bell. I'm gonna tell you what. This is why I hate going to Taco Bell. Taco Bell, especially if you go to over in North Tyler, for sure. That one right there for sure.
But shout out to the one on 5th Street. I stopped at there sometime.
On 5th Street?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been there. They got my water. They got my water on top. I think every Taco Bell does this.
I used to have a problem with the one on True Highway. I thought they were too slow, but they've been straight lately, so I can't.
Oh yeah, I've been there a few times now. Yeah, but this place right here, at least one on Gentry. And then the one up a little bit further in Gentry with the Beckham. I mean, the one with the Chinese place at. That one.
Yeah,
Westwood, yeah. It's the order. I order the most simple thing. I say no cheese.
Yeah, tell about the fuzzies.
Yeah, I gotta take out the fuzzies. I ordered the fuzzies. I was with the fuzzies. I ordered a burrito. Now listen to me. I ordered a burrito with just beef and rice. That's all I wanted. The first time I come, he brings it out. It's got beef, rice, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, blah blah blah. I look at it like, this is wrong. It's not the right thing. He's like, oh okay. He takes it back into the thing. I wait for a minute. He comes back out. This is the burrito. I was like, okay. I open it up. Beef, cheese, sour cream, stuff, chili sauce. I'm like, nah, this is wrong. Okay, dang. You sure? I said, okay. I told him this is beef and rice, no cheese. Okay.
I swear I ain't lying to you.
This is a true story, y'all. True. He comes back out again. But guess what's good? Y'all want to know what was on it? Sour cream, beef, rice, sauce, and they took the lettuce, I think, but and I was like, cheese was still on it. I say, look, this is wrong again.
Look, just give me that burrito and make rice.
Yeah, so I said, look, y'all, I wanted to. He had to explain. He was so like, before I bring this to you, he was gonna present me an award. Before I bring this to you, you sure this is what you want? I'm like, yes.
I'm in my right
mind. A burrito with just meat and rice. And I get there, he opens it up, and it's finally the plain burrito that I want, that I always get. Okay, it took y'all 3-4 times just to do that. Now, Taco Bell, like I said, they do the same thing. Order no cheese, they put cheese on it. I guess it's just in their head.
Yeah.
Because one of the dudes I used to work with in the other car. That's the number one company. I'm gonna tell you, one of the dudes who worked there, he used to tell me, yeah, it's like repetitive, man. You like, it's when somebody come with this damn order with no cheese, you throw my promotion off. And they hate people who do that, who make the special orders. So, but wait, it just come on, no cheese. Taco Bell.
I try to think about it on both sides.
Yeah, but number one, I was at number 3, number 2. Anyway, we'll put Walmart 64. Walmart 64 ghetto. Walmart 64. I just got it. It just got that vibe.
Yeah, they already had the. I'll tell y'all very well. I seen it Walmart 64. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all, if y'all Walmart, if you know, you know. But number one ghetto place in Tyler, Texas. Now this is not technically Tyler, but the people that work with me, half of us from Tyler. But it's the most ghetto place, unprofessional place, and y'all know it's what I talked about in the podcast. So we don't really have a Tyler team no more for the travel, but they do got a local team. They still probably the same way. WIS International. And I've told y'all about this place. If y'all don't know, this place has it's a reality show. Listen to my podcast. Y'all, me and girl number 1, girl number 2, all that stuff was going on. Like I told you, that was just like a little bit of stuff.
For everybody.
Yeah. Okay, it was like if you had a girl or dude that worked there in the past, you might want to ask them, hey, what really went on up there? Because married people was back going. They was playing house. They was playing house with the workers that they was up, because we lived in hotel rooms through the week, right? So let's say a dude got up where he was married to a girl. He left his girl at Tyler, came on a boat, found him a chick that worked at the place, and they was in the hotel rooms playing house and lovey-dovey with the fake wife. He on road with his wrist wife, that's what they call it, a wrist wife, and come back home to his regular wife. And then there was babies being made throughout the, like I'm telling you, it was going on. The bosses was screwing the workers to get raises and all the raises. Yeah, you want to get a raise, you was gonna raise, all right. That was going on. Stealing in Walmart they was doing that. People was it was drinking, smoking all day, every day. Whatever you could think of it happened. Fighting over the same dudes who got women at home. Girls are fighting over dudes at the job who making the same or maybe less money than they was making. I wasn't in that category because at that time I was just chilling. Like I was, I'd be in my game on computer, blah blah blah. But I stepped out a little bit on the last year that I went. But you couldn't say nothing about me. Even then you couldn't say nothing about me. Even the year I was there, you still couldn't say nothing about me because I never smoked with nothing. But it was just so ghetto, something. It was just, man. Story. I didn't tell nobody the van ride from hell. That was one. We went on a van ride from Monroe, Louisiana, all the way to Tyler. These dudes got so drunk. From every stop to the getting closer to Tyler, they started getting worse and worse and yapping. And one of the girls and the dudes got into it in a verbal thing, and they fussed. And then one of the dudes got mad because he was talking to the girl, and they wanted to fight. Cause it was wild. You gotta go back. I might link that one. It's in my wish story. I gotta go back and tell those stories. I'll probably put some more on this. But yeah, girl number 1, girl number 2, all that shit. Like I said, I still feel like I still like what I did here because it was fun to me. Like I said, I didn't tell you. I'm going to tell this and then we'll get to the game. Girl number 1, like I said, y'all know about girl number 1 and girl number 2. If y'all don't know, the girl we was talking about, blah blah. Girl number 1, who I already told you was she probably listening, but you know what? I don't care. Cynthia. Girl number 2 is the girl who was from Shreveport. I saw a picture, but she got a little status now. In a relationship with whoever her little baby daddy do. He got like a gun on it. Anyway. So girl number 2 used to like me. So she started. I'll have my number because they need to go get something to eat. If they need to contact me, so she would write, hey, can you take me something to eat? Blah blah. Then one day she just see me. I know, hey, what you doing? I just okay, and she just dry texting me like that. I know what's up. And so, we would chit chat and stuff. She came up to the room one night. We laid, spent the night in my room. We didn't do nothing. 'Cause I was trying to be a nice guy. But one night, when girl number one popped up, she was like, "Oh, I gotta step my game," because girl number one, she thought me and girl number one was cool, but like together, because like I said, everybody was serious together. Because girl number one was only comfortable around me. I never really had a girl who just wanted to be my friend. But she was like that. But I wouldn't want that. But anyway, she came to the hotel room, and she was in another room. She was actually, like I said, girl number one was up out there doing she was doing her stuff with the dudes she would meet on the road. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I met a friend. We just want to go." They was wanting to smoke and stuff. Like she would make it like some girls or dude they was wanting to smoke or something. But it was some dude that was banging her out, right? And so I'm like, "Oh, okay, do what you do." So well, I'm gonna chill in your room while you come back. She didn't come until like 5 in the morning. But then girl number 2 called me. She's like, "Oh, what you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, well, you want to come see?" I said, "Okay." But we was on the same floor, so I didn't want her to know that I was in that room. So I had to blame my room was on the same floor too. So I said, "Well, the white boy in there." So I rolled out, snuck out real fast before she got out her door to come see me. So I went in. It was like I said, the white boy was in there. And I said, "Fuck it, we finna just do something." I was doing a little bit, and she wanted to stop. So I said, "We go fuck it. Let me go back in there," and that's what happened. You know what the rest. Girl number 2 came back and said, "Oh yeah, I'm finna go back down there." And she left again. It was like 3, 4 in the morning. Has left again, and whoever she came up with probably was. That's probably who she got a baby with. Think about it. If she figured out, but yeah, he was. Hey, CJ, he was probably. What I would say. I know she was. I know she was riding that. But man, let's get to the game. John Tyler in Longview. You know what happened. It was a close game for a little bit. I know everybody said, "Okay." If the way they play, you can always tell when a team can beat somebody, you don't have to. It's because they win a bunch of games and they're not unbeatable. Longview showed they was a beatable team, and anybody on any Sunday can get beat. Any given Sunday, y'all know the movie. Anybody can get beat on any given Sunday. You seen how the 49ers went down. They done went down twice. They got the Bengals. That's what they got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that's an even closer game. But so with that being said, coming in this game, everybody was like, they had that mindset. But hopefully, like I don't think the kids had that mindset. I think hopefully some of them listen to my podcast and listen to know that I always feel like, hey, if you lining up with me, just like you put your pants on just like me. So they were like, no, they didn't feel like they was gonna back down because it was Longview. And that feel like they played like that when they was in the first quarter of the game. You got there, it was cool, but it was. I don't know about y'all, but wasn't it like kind of off because the atmosphere of the game? It felt so quiet because the band wasn't really playing, and I don't know what was Wade not supposed. Was he like sick or something? Cause he wasn't there, and I seen it was the assistant band director, whoever that guy was, the Mexican guy. And he wasn't really playing much, and they were just kind of sitting there quiet. And they didn't have no announcer from Longview saying like, "Oh, Blaine Band with the first down Longview, or first down." End of the day, it was just quiet. It was just that, but the game was feeling like it had that. I was like, "Oh, JT might do something." And then the announcer dude sounded. I like tell me y'all, I'm not lying. The announcer dude sounded like he was about to cry every time he talked. He was like, "Longview Lobos with the datum with his first run in the tournament." I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it was an old man. We know that. I swear, he sounded like he was about to cry every time he talked. He sounded like he was about to cry. Like he was just gonna bust out in tears every time. Literally, I don't know why. I wonder if he had tears in his eyes, if he was really talking to Woods, he was crying. I swear, he was about to cry. That man was sad, y'all. That dude was sad. His logo was, but he was sad as hell about it. But so from that, it was like I don't know what was going on with the game. It got that feeling like it didn't feel like it. Say This happened in Rose Stadium, and Wade was there, and the band was playing. You know, sometimes the music can get you crumpled up and get you moving in the band, but they was, you know. So JT got down there, and we all gonna talk about it. We all know. Old Uncle Willie Nelson got the pass interference. They did not call it. We heard the pass hitting each other when he tackled him and hit him. Literally, everybody seen it, and they did not throw the flag. He looked at it, and the referee said, "Nope, incomplete pass." That could easily. I mean, I think McFarland would have got the pass. If he didn't get pass interference, I think McFarland would have came down with it, and that would have been 7-0. They would have been down 7-0, and then they went right back down there and they stopped them. They stopped them, and they got a chance to come back up there and score again. It would have been 10-3 if they scored. I mean, yeah. No. If they was, as I say, get a touchdown. So they did that. They took the field goal. So they got back down there and had a chance to score again. Would have been 10-0. That would have been huge, being up against Longview. We all know it, and that's not even enough to keep them away, though. We know this. But think about that. If we got that touchdown, then stopped them and got another touchdown, they would have been up 14-0 on the Longview team. Now, how much confidence do you think they would have then? So the referees did not call it. The referees were really terrible in this game. There was another pass, another call that they didn't call on JT. But I was saying, one of the guys on the forum, Kuzaf, I said they was holding a lot on the Longview side. I wasn't really watching for the line, but he said they was holding like almost every play. But I mean, you know, I guess who said that? Was it man? Somebody, one of the greats said it's holding on every play in football, really, when you think about it. But yeah, so they get there and they didn't take advantage of it. But they played better than what last year. Like under Coach Holmes, it was like they kind of just gave up. We all know Coach Holmes and Coach King were like friends and his mentor and stuff. And I don't think Coach Holmes really motivated them kids to when they got to a game like Longview or big game, any of them big games. I feel like they just was just going through the motions, like, dang, let's get this game over with so I can go back and play Madden or play Call of Duty at the house or something or shit, or go see my girlfriend or something. I think that's how they was feeling last year. This year they felt like, you can tell they cared more about the game. Even though they didn't win this game, they felt like they were trying to win this game, and they had them in the run. Longview was shocked. They was not feeling happy when they was down 3-0, and they couldn't score. And their quarterback, I said this first of the year, the quarterback was the questionable part of Longview, and he still looks that way. He threw a pass where if he didn't have superstar players on Longview team to bail him out to make crazy catches, one of that touchdown pass that he got, that would have been a pick or incomplete pass. But yeah, the dude just got up and got it. He just chunked it in. Y'all know Tatum, and Tatum finally broke through. That's when the game was pretty much out of hand. He broke that side. He broke down the side and just took off. And then one of the dudes, the safety was trying to catch him. That dude got an extra shot of speed and burnt off again. I'm like, God dang. And then that Henderson, what's his name, Washington, that dude ran out. That dude was a sideline specialist. He had them toes, this twinkle toes, tipping down the end zone.
The 10 toes down.
Yeah, that dude knew how to keep his legs in the end zone. That dude had some motion.
He gonna be a showstopper at the prom, I'll tell you.
yeah. So I mean, you gotta have it. Long as I mean, they do what they don't change nothing up. They gonna do what they do. They gonna run the ball. They gonna play some defense, and I knew that. I know. Like I said, we gonna once again, we gotta give the shout out to the once again every day Hood Island shuts down Reese again. What did he do? I don't think Reese had no catches over on Hood. Maybe he had one. He had that one crazy one.
So he couldn't get no breathing room.
Yeah. So. Once again, I mean, y'all gotta respect the Hood. Gotta respect my boy Hood, because this is Longview. Every game, no, they did not throw to his side. I know Longview's not a round drop back throw the ball, but they was back there. They threw a few passes. They threw some passes. They was doing, but once they knew they had the game under control, you know, they went back in that single back one. They used to be alpha, but this time they went like single back. They would just run that little stretch or toss to Tatum, and that was when
they ran out the spread.
And they ran us bit, but they one drive they went on the center and just kept running it, and just couldn't do nothing about it. And that tired defense, you could tell they was tiring them out because they was switching. Hood and them, they came out a few plays. They was switching out defensive backs. Hood took a tackle from Tatum. He went straight up with him. And he didn't back down. He went straight up with him. Tatum put his helmet into him, but Hood got him. He didn't get ran over. He did go down. So I mean, like I said, Hood did his part again, and then pretty much when the game was out of hand, but it was still point. They got a fumble, I think, or a pick like that, and it was still like they could have got it to like 20-33. Maybe an onside kick would do something. You know, it was still like hopes so they could actually make this game. They were still out there trying. Like I said, they were still trying. They didn't let them just make this game go all the way out of hand like a last year's team would, or any team from those years with Coach Holmes when they kind of gave up. They still kept it close. No, and then one of the guys on the forum was like, "Oh, I thought this was the best defense in the best defense in the district." I don't know who said. I mean, that's what y'all or everybody else was saying. People were saying, because maybe statistically the stats probably showed that they were probably better defense than some, but it don't mean at all. Y'all can't. I mean, but it is.
You might see the best defense is coming Friday night.
Oh yeah. You might see California here. They look like they're the best defense. Yeah, them jackrabbits. They don't be jacking around.
To the football.
They don't be jacking around.
Yeah. To see it in person.
Yeah. I mean, if y'all excited about beating JTO final, I mean, y'all beat them a few years in a row. Y'all, I mean, I know everybody in Lombo they was nervous. They weren't so confident like they was the last few years. So, y'all think? I mean, come on, y'all supposed to score that many points. So it wasn't no surprise, but y'all weren't surprised that this game didn't just start off hot and this 64-7 or something. And at one point the game was 6-5. At one point this game was 6-5. Late in the first quarter. Almost to the second quarter it was 6-5. Long as you didn't find a score, they first touchdown after like the second quarter. Or something like that. It was like the second quarter. And Tatum finally scored. So, hey, you Longview fans. You did it. Hey, happy for y'all. Yeah, y'all finally scored and take y'all. Yeah, y'all beat J2. Y'all supposed to be. Yeah, okay, y'all put up points that y'all supposed to put up, and y'all put up y'all lowest totals or whatever. Oh, y'all probably did that, blah blah blah. And so like I said, we watch football. I wanted to do this talking about. He kept talking about, how can we take you serious when you don't? We was talking about coding the game when they lost to Longview, when Longview lost to it. I was Bryson Smith that year. It didn't matter who quarterback was. It didn't matter. Y'all lost. I don't care. I gone through so many games and so many JT games. I don't be thinking people's names. It could have been my grandmama back there that night. Y'all probably still would have lost. My grandma would have got that ball, handed it off to whoever was back there in the running back that year. Who had Bryce Smith have? I don't know. He had somebody back there. My grandma probably could have took off and ran an option and ran for a touchdown on y'all. I don't know. Then y'all would hit my grandma, and then she would have been hurt, but I would have mad, so I had to go down on the field and do something, because I don't want y'all touching. I don't want y'all touching my grandma like that. But she still would have at least threw some screen pass or something. Yeah, we keep it though, because my cousin was on the squad, on the coach side. I'll tell you, hey, cousin, hey, swear, make sure grandma don't do no option and run. Keep grandma in the pocket. You think your grandma would have beat that team? The long thing.
I mean,
put it back there, throw some screen passes.
If we had a Trent Williams, left tackle.
Trent Williams back there. I think Trent was playing around that year.
I'm just thinking of a great left tackle that great in high school too. So,
I think Trent. I remember Hasty was that's not way for him. But I remember Hasty from Longview. I remember Trent Williams.
Yeah, Hasty is a good man.
I know he's sitting in the long. I thought he's in the NFL somewhere with the Jaguar or somebody. So yeah, here we go. That's what they mean. I'm gonna agree with today, so we're gonna keep it going instead of screw Billard Police Department, because y'all had to take my $75 that I had to pay on my payment plan, because I don't want to give y'all my money. Don't just gotta put a payment plan. Don't mean I'm broke or something. No, I just don't want to give them all my money.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Before we it was, if y'all heard anything, it was a technical difficulty and everything. But like I said, CJ on the bike, it's technical difficulty. Y'all don't hear it. It's just the power of editing. I love it. We're in the future now. Let's go.
Future, I am the future. Nah, look. But look, here's the deal. Listen, this is the 100th game of the series. Fun fact, between John Tyler, a.k.a. Tyler High, and Longview. So, the 100th game of the series took place. Now, look, we know what the focal point is. What the focal point was for Tyler High. Head of the snake, Longview loves to run the ball. Hey, they got a 5-star running back headed to Oklahoma, and Taylor Tatum. Rob just mentioned them. That was the focal point, and you knew the defense had to bring the intensity early. Like I said in the previous episode, defense bring the tone. You know they're gonna feed Taylor Tatum. But it did surprise me though. Longview came out with I think 2 or 3 straight passing plays. So, you know, I was like, okay, well, maybe they trying something a little different. It ain't like I sit down and watch every Longview game this season. How did they start? Yada, yada, yada. But I'm just saying, based on history and based on what they have on their team, we knew what the focal point was. So sometimes you got to go with the flow of the game. Now, here's the bottom line. Defense set the tone early. Rob mentioned the scores. Defense... Like that's the thing I like about this year's defense. You could tell there's a different intensity from last year, where it seemed like every team was just running them off the field, even including their next opponent, who they got in the last game of the regular season in Forney. But I'll talk about them in just a moment. But bottom line, Lobos Stadium, big game, big atmosphere. We know what the focal point was. Now, like I said, the defense brought it early. They brought the intensity early. That was the focal point. When number 2 gets the ball, you hold your breath, or you know, you hold your breath like damn, because you know it might be a matter of time. But they kept the game close. Rob mentioned the game was 6-5 with about 7 minutes and some change into the second quarter. But what I kept in the back of my mind was, when is that moment gonna happen? When is that one run gonna happen? When Longview gets that one run, and then I'm like, okay, because you know, good to great teams, once they get that play, I've seen it on all levels where they get that one play, then they might run a hurry up just to throw the defense off, because it just seems like once a good team gets that momentum, especially on offense, it just click. And I'm gonna give you an example of that in just a moment on one specific sequence of plays that happened that pretty much broke the game wide open. But I'll get in that in just a minute. But game was 6-5 in the about 7 minutes left in the second quarter, and I believe that might have been when Tatum broke the run in that one. But it was 20 to 5 at halftime, Longview leading. So, of course, in my mind, you know, the first thing I was thinking about, okay, what adjustments are going to be made? Because I could tell now they was getting the Granberry. They was started getting the Granberry. The offensive, the blocking is still an issue at times with good teams, because Longview's going to always have a formidable offensive line, defensive line. Of course, offensive line, because they love to run the football. That's just what they're going to have, and that's part of why they're going to be maybe the most physical team you face all year, depending on who you are. This was going to be Tyler High's most physical game of the year, and a lot of it's because of that offensive defensive line. Are you going to get beat up front? That's just it. So, because Longview gonna hit you in the mouth. They're gonna try to. It's just about how you're gonna respond. So the one adjustment I seen, because the offense seemed to stall, like I said, hey, right off the jump, it came into play where one key I said, Tyler High is gonna have to finish drives against this team if they even gonna have a chance to win. You had a chance, you drove the ball down. The pass interference call that It wasn't called pass interference, but what we all thought was a clear pass interference, it wasn't called. So, and then I knew to myself, like, man, they're gonna have to settle for 3. That's gonna, I mean, it ain't their fault, but you know, that was the chance. You know, so, you know, could have been a better play call. We don't want to do coulda, woulda, shoulda. The call should have been made on that one. I'm not being biased. I'm just being honest, cause you know. But anyway. And then like I said, 20-5 at halftime. You were seeing what adjustment was going to be made. Now, of course, you automatically seen, because Tyler High got the ball back first in the second half. You seen that they put McFall in the backfield, so they handed it to him. Got some positive yard, made some good runs, and then they just boom, 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 went right down and scored. So I'm like, okay. There you go. There's an adjustment. But the defense still had to show the intensity that they showed in the early part of the game. You still had to stop Longview. It's a matter of time. I'm not predicting that, Longview is finna break around. I'm just saying it's 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 quarters, 12 minutes a quarter. You still got to stop the other team. So are you still going to stay focused? And because one adjustment I saw Longview do is they started getting their backs on the perimeter, get them where the greenery is, as I came up with. But Taylor Tatum, because like I said, kudos to Tyler High filling gaps. Linebackers did a great job. And filling gaps, line did a good job in the first half, filling gaps. You know, you get one run where the 5-star running back hits his head on the goalpost. All it takes is a little crease, and then the speed is it's done. It's over. So, but they got some greenery. They got it out to Kelvin Washington, got him in space. He made a play where one or two Tyler High players took a bad angle on the wide receiver screen, and once he got in the open field, 1 or 2 moves, he was in the end zone. That helped break the game open as well. And also Kelvin Washington, speaking of him, made a catch where he pretty much mossed the defender. It was a wobbly egg of a pass from Andrew Tutt, I believe that's the quarterback's name for Longview. And that pretty much put the game in the back pocket right there. So, like I said, Longview defense amped it up some. You could tell. I told Rob during the game, man, they look like they just making Caden Granberry a little uncomfortable because, once he hiked the ball, he got to see what, and then he started not seeing players that was open because the pocket collapsed so fast. I knew one play in particular, he had the guy in the flat, but he didn't pan left to see him. And then I believe he threw an incomplete pass, I believe. I can't remember that play. I'm 50-50 on that play. But if he completed in the flat, guy would have had a good amount of room to run, and you get a good positive play with it. Probably would have kept the drive alive. So that's just the things, we could tell the adjustments that were made in the second half. Longview just made more adjustments that they needed to do, and they made more plays in the second half to pull that game away. So I'll get into some stats. Taylor Tatum, of course, we probably want to see what the final results were. Final stats, he had 23 carries, 232 yards, 75 of them was on the one run where he just said adios. Hit his head on the goalpost for his first touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns. So that was it. Once he gets one, and once because they're gonna figure, like I said this in the previous thing, they're gonna figure out a way. You can stop them running the football, but they're gonna figure out a way to break this thing open. Even if they keep it close, ask Forney, if they keep it close, 13-7, pull out the victory against 2 teams that love to run the football, that are very effective with running the football. So Tyler High's gonna have to gear back up and find a way to avenge last year's loss and to give them a great shot and make good to great shot in making the playoffs by beating Forney. You're facing another team that loves to run the football that's very effective. If they ain't getting 100 and some yards rushing, they're getting 200 and some yards rushing. If they ain't getting 200, they probably getting 300. And the defense giving up 7 points. Listen to this: the most points that Forney has given up this season so far is 21 points, right? And that was to Lufkin. And then they gave up 20 to Lancaster, and they won that game. So they're coming in 5-1 in the district, 8-1 overall. So, and they ran Tyler High back to Tyler, just ran them out of Citibank Stadium in Forney last season with a defense that was struggling stopping the run. So that's why it's going to be very interesting in this regular season finale. It will be senior night for Tyler High. So I've been very intrigued to see them play in person. See the intensity that Tyler High brings. Can they keep it close? Can the offense make some plays? Because like I said, I'm looking to see. By judging by the stats, this may be one, if not the best defense Tyler High's faced. It's one of the best. It's got to be one of the best they faced all season. So it's going to be very interesting. We know they got playmakers. Cooper, McFall, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deuce Martin, who made some great catches during the game against Longview. You know, Rob's been praising his route running, and the hands is there. And so, you know, looking forward to seeing that Friday night. Speaking of that, I know people are interested, like, well, how does this thing work? Like, because I already knew in my mind you definitely had to get the 3 wins to even have a shot, but 4 wins gives you a greater shot to get in the playoffs. But see, in this district, you got the Mesquite North, the Longview, the Lancasters. Lufkin hangs on barely, you know what I'm saying? You got McKinney, well, I mentioned McKinney North, but you got Forney. See, Forney and Longview going to be in. Longview actually wrapped up the district title with this win against Tyler High this past Friday night. So
they did need help though next week.
Yeah,
they can win, but they gotta have some stuff happen.
Yeah. I know most likely Lufkin has to beat Lancaster. That's a tall, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna be, you know, hopefully Young has a big game. Because you know Lancaster's 4-3, so that'll get them 4 losses in district. And Tyler High, if they win, they'll still have 3 losses. So, because remember, Lancaster owns the tiebreaker because they beat JC. The McKee game.
That means the tiebreaker with them. That means the Lufkin. Something with that. Lufkin beats them. They would have a shot with the. Lufkin would have a shot with JT losing, them winning, and some other people losing. But JT and Lancaster got the tie. That means I think Forney losing would give them a shot, and somebody else. West Mesquite would have to beat Longview or something. If it was a tie between like Lancaster or something like that. I gotta go back and read it. It was something like that. Lancaster's in the best position though. They gotta win. Lancaster losing kind of throws everything out of whack. But JT can win, and I think that gives them a better chance.
Yeah, because this is how you always remember. If you got 7 teams in the district, 4 go to the dance, as I call it. So you know Forney and Longview already in. McKinney North most likely in. Now if McKinney North loses,
but
they can't. You know the tiebreaker. They beat Tyler High in that epic one at Rose Stadium. So. Look, this is the bottom line. Lufkin 2-4, probably not getting in.
Yeah.
So Lufkin, West Mesquite, they're outside looking in. We ain't gotta talk about North Mesquite. Have a good off season. You know, just maybe I'll get back to winning ways in the near future. But Lancaster, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be because we ain't gotta talk about Forney and Longview, but. Tyler, how you just handle your business Friday night, go out with a win on senior night against a team that pretty much embarrassed you a year ago.
Yeah.
But now you regrouped, defense refocused, you got new coaching staff, new scheme. We're interested to see what happens this coming Friday, November 3rd. And we hope to be talking about a playoff game a week from now. The season goes so fast, y'all. It's almost over. We talking about football. And I know it's sad for some of y'all. Some of y'all might not really process it just yet, but
I'm telling you, I tell them we're gonna probably Pat McAfee this and just make a show about other stuff like he did. That's how he got on. They got the ESPN. He started this show with just some dudes in the basement or whatever he said, and they did a whole show throughout the whole year. And when the NFL season was over, they was mixing basketball, real topics, and they did that show, and ESPN picked him up, and now you see him. He was making good money off of ESPN, but now they really making some money. They on like fuck it. See the thing of us, my show, this show on ESPN. Cause you see, ESPN gave Pat McAfee the leeway to. They kind of say what they want to. They kind of do what they want to do. That's kind of like how we do. That'd be kind of crazy if it was on ESPN.
We do it. Somebody got to do it. That's the bottom line. Somebody got to do it. You want to do it. If you want to do it, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got about 3 or 4 shout outs. You know what I'm saying? Now. We got to shout out the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Peach Hinton, a.k.a. Peach Queen. All that, happy birthday.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I never thought she was a real person, y'all. I thought she was a catfish until I finally seen her. And I'm like, yep, she's real.
She's real. All real.
Oh.
Hey, all real. Hey, I hope you have a great birthday, great blessed weekend, our holiday, all of that. Also, shout out Miss Sharia White, another Scorpio. Happy birthday. Lovely lady, happy birthday. I love the Stein, all that good stuff. Hope your birthday weekend is lovely, all of that. And just shout out to all the Scorpios, really, because November 4th is just going to be an iconic birthday bash at the Empire Lounge. $5 before 10:30, by the way. But I'm just saying, so Scorpios, if y'all listen to this and y'all interested, free VIP, message Rob, message myself. We'll handle business, you know what I'm saying? So hell, Rob DJ and the mother sucker, so
Definitely.
so let's continue this thing. November 4th, kicking off November to remember, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great thing. And also, shout out to Miss Jasmine Mosley though. Shout out to her, Miss Jasmine Mosley. She makes the Virgos look great.
Oh yeah, we met them at the parking lot. She's supposed to come out to the Scorpio Bash next week.
Just come out and vibe, baby.
Yeah, I like her.
Mosleys, they got some good genes. The Mosleys.
They got a lot of good stuff, don't they? The Mosleys.
I'm just saying, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah. Shout out to y'all, and hey, we going in November to remember. Wrapping up October. Y'all gonna hear from us next time. It'll be November, so we just gonna continue watching some football, analyzing some things, and like damn, this damn high school season just flying by. Tomorrow, I'm speaking, I'm speaking figuratively. I'm finna be looking at some playoff brackets. One of my most exciting times. See who plays, who's in Longview's bracket, who's in Chapel Hill's bracket.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna talk
Tyler
about
how I make it. I'm like, I just like to see what possible matchups. Cause hey, you never know what game we might be at. You never know. Whether it's Tyler Howe or not, you never know. You never know. I'm just saying. So y'all might hear some more stuff from the game like y'all had before with the Chapel Hills versus the Kyogos.
That's a really good one next week.
You know what I'm saying? So we hope it's Chapel Hill Lindale again. We don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, we're gonna pray about it, but as a fan. So I'm signing off on my end. Yeah. So let's get to it, man. And y'all have a safe Halloween with them kids, please. You know what I'm saying? And keep it safe though.
Yeah. Shout out to the women you just said she's I like them. Tell them to call me if they want to. We can have Peach Queen on the show. Let's have her on the show.
You get the call.
That's it. We can have Peach come to do the studio, do a show. We can have Jasmine come to the studio, do a show. Especially when we do the after the football.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there might be some stuff. Look, I know women need to hear some things.
That's favorite. So you have every week you have a different woman come on the off season, and we have different stuff to talk about. Yeah, we should make sure we should. I'm pushing them to listen to it. They'll think about it. Then we can do auditions. We got an audition. We got the audition couch right there. You ever seen them? You seen them videos on? So yeah, it's bunch of stuff gonna come. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make this different. Where we're gonna have an action. We're gonna commit to doing this at least. If it ain't every week, once. Let me see how this. Yeah, or something. Or might be every week. Might be 2 times a day. Might do a nightcap with like Shannon and Ocean will be doing. They get on Skype and do the nightcap. But there's no. Longest we still gonna take my football through the playoffs because Chop Hill gonna be in it till the end. I think that Chop Hill gonna be in it till December. I believe that. Yeah, it's gonna be a real decent remember, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about a big games at Rose Stadium between them and Langdale or Kilgore. I know that's gonna happen too. So we're ready for that.
Ready.
And JT, I feel like they can beat where they play Forney. If they could just get the offense going, score, and don't get cheated on calls like they did the first part, but just capitalize. I can see them beating Forney. If they put up 21 points against Forney, they got most likely going to win because Forney doesn't give up a lot of points, you can see. So if they can do that, at least 21, and that's the way this offense is scoring. A high-scoring game for this JT team is like 21 points, but it's not a bad thing because they're running an offense with a control the clock. Yeah, what Longview do. Longview does it, but they just so good they score like 30, 40 points on a bad night just because they're just so good and better than most of the people that they play. But it's going to be interesting though.
But I'm gonna just say this: I don't think it's an accident that the Longview and Forney game was like a 13-7 low-scoring game because both teams love to run the football. They're effective at it, and that's how they control the game.
Yeah,
and their defenses is effective, so they get the opposing offense off the field, and they just ground and pound. So.
Yes,
but I like to see how effective Forney is throwing the football. I've seen some stats where don't get it twisted. They can throw it too now, but I can only say what I see, what I know. Yeah. But I got to put it in full perspective on the next episode when we recap the game. Forney, Tyler High, Rose Stadium. You know where to be at November 30th.
Yeah, and I saw last year from the live. I don't remember I don't remember how good. I know they were running a little bit, but I don't remember much about the Forney team. I remember I seen when she was live, but I just know they was getting beat real bad. I remember that.
So they just gashing. Like, yeah.
So we're going to be up out of here. Shout out to Jamie and Jay. I saw him walking past where I seen him the other day. I just want to shout at him. He need to come back with his food truck somewhere.
Come back with
the food. Jam and Jay, I know you listen to the show. I'm pretty sure you've listened before. We've shouted you out.
Jam and Jay, y'all want the great wings. Y'all go to Jam and Jay. They tired of us talking about it. But hey, if you see the truck.
Another thing I want to say.
James Trimble Jr. on Facebook.
Oh yeah, James Trimble. I need to add him. So I'm gonna say this: Golden Chick. I know it's new. My cousin said it's kind of ghetto because he says a lot of black folk in there. But Golden Chick kind of disappointed me on some stuff. I bought some spicy kind of wings. It ain't really. They don't really give you this. It's like I like it. Like they sprinkle this sauce, this seasoning on the wing instead of like how you might get it spicy inside the chicken like Popeyes or Church's. But they just put this stuff on the outside. So I was like, well, it's cool. But we need a Dave's Hot Chicken in Tyler. Dave's Hot Chicken. We need to get it. I'm gonna hit up Drake because he got a business and he liked it so much that he bought like stock in he bought some of the company. So he owns like halfway. So I'm like, hey, we're gonna hit up Drake, so we're gonna hit up Drake and say, hey, let's bring a Dave's Hot Chicken. He'll be like,
Drake?
Yeah, he gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, cool. I got you guys. You know how you gonna talk. I got you guys, We can get a Dave's Hot Chicken out there for you guys. It's cool. You like the hot chicken? I do it for you guys. Aubrey got you. Aubrey got you. So yeah, that's what it is, man. Shout out to Mark. again, I always talk about my boy because I always like to clown his ass. This nigga probably sleep because he in New York, and this nigga be bedtime like 9 o'clock. But he got we had a wager for like, I gifted him a sub guy, lost the game in Madden, so he had like 35 subs or something. If you know about this sub, the goal in Twitch is to get your subs. So like the highest like 24 a month, but $5 a month for people sub to your channel, they can like sum create all this shit. So thing is, this is what these streamers do. You can make like, that's how you just get on the streaming. You get like 100 subs at five. If I do the math right here, like let's say you get 100 subs at $5 a piece a month. They pay $5. People do pay it. I'm telling y'all, this is a true thing. If $5 a month, that's $500 a month you making just off of just get on the game for a few hours. So that's what we do. That's what I do with Mark. That's what I do what y'all don't see. So if you interested in seeing that, I mean, we be playing some music, old music. I mean, this try, I want to do this try. You might like it. Twitch TV Third Coast Gaming. Mars he's got a little bit bigger than mine. No homo, no pause, whatever I just said. Don't what I said. Channel. It's ITMARR. Check out both of us, and we're gonna be out of here. And shout out to Lele because I saw her snap, and she's a Scorpio, and I just want to shout her out because whole shit hear this. Maybe if you're gonna hear, I'm gonna send it to her. Let's go. Know your role. Shut your mouth. We out.